Now take the faceplate off with the spinner.
Spanner.
That's not a spinner.
Ow. Spanner.
Once you get the plate off, disconnect the power couplings with a socket.
Socket.
Now plug the power couplings into the emitters of the Buster cannon.
Now, you're sure this is not going to backfire and blow me to pieces?
Nibor, I'm fairly sure this is entirely safe.
How sure is fairly sure?
99.7% sure.
I've played XCOM. I don't trust those numbers.
Oh come on, don't be such a baby Nibor. I've already run the simulations. You'll be fine. Just make sure to keep the couplings tight.
Yeah, I noticed that. Hold on, I've got a tool of my own.
Sorry. Once you tidy everything up, charge the Buster for a few seconds and it should jump the grid.
Alright. Of all of the harebrained ideas you have had to fix this place, this is definitely the most volatile. Let's get back to the game before I die.
Welcome back, everyone. I apologize for the long delay between the last video and this one, but as you saw, we've been having some technical difficulties.
Not the least of which was my sudden inability to manifest my visual avatar.
Not the least indeed, but hey, we've got that fixed and there's power to the house again, despite the fact that it's jury-rigged in a fashion that could potentially not only kill me, but leave a mile-wide crater.
Don't get picky. The power is working again, is it not?
I suppose beggars can't be choosers. Well, let's press ever onward. Wily's Fortress Stage 3.
I'm surprised at you, Nibor. You didn't go into detail about the last level or its bosses.
Well, I mean, there was Super Base, but I can't remember the name of the other thing, other than Turtlebot.
It's called Gamerizer.
Huh. Sounds like something straight out of a kaiju movie.
You just can't get enough of that super adapter, can you?
Can I say? I enjoy the power. Besides, how often do I actually slide? That's pretty much the only thing you give up.
Not true. You also can't use special weapons.
I do that even less. Oh, I'm never giving up a opportunity to kill one of these little guys.
You were not going to say guys.
I won't deny you are absolutely correct. Guys was not the first word to come to my mind.
No point censoring yourself.
Alright, these little bastards.
Now, doesn't that feel better to say?
You're not wrong. Ha! 2 for 1. Now that's what I call a double hitter.
You're cruel, summoning Rush on spikes like that.
Well, I mean, it doesn't seem to harm him. Oh, shit. I guess I don't have to slide. That's weird. Thought for certain I was about to die there. Oh, okay, I was expecting more invisible blocks.
Rush Jet it is then.
You know it, girly.
Wait, how did you not just get knocked off by that block?
Don't know, but I'm not going to question it.
One of these days you're going to push your luck too far.
I think that's already happened. Multiple times, no less. Okay, who do we got next? Oh, I remember this boss. Two ways to fight this guy. I'll show off with the first one just for a minute. Just because I like showing that you can block entire freaking missiles with that shield.
That slide. There you go, pressing your luck again.
I don't deny that, but as you saw, it runs out fair quick. Ow!
Such a rough shot way of fighting this boss.
Hey, it may be rough shot and direct, but it works.
I wonders how it is you can run away from this boss for so long.
I don't know. Maybe it was doing laps around a big cylinder?
Maybe you're on Dr. Wily's personal treadmill.
Wily's personal treadmill, huh? That's an interesting way to look at it.
Why go to the shop?
Well, I figure this is the last chance we're gonna get. Whatever I get out of the shop is gonna be more useful to me than the bolts that I would have. I can't exactly throw bolts at him. Alright. I'm coming to get you, Wily. Why are there bolts here? I can't even use them. That's just silly. Well, boss gauntlet. You wanted something for me to not want to use the super adapter. Here it goes. Ah, Freeze Man. Cocky as ever. Huh, that's kind of ironic. The one I just beat, and he's the weakness of the one I'm fighting.
You know, you also seem to slide more during boss fights.
You have a good point. I do slide frequently in boss fights. Kind of like how I dash frequently in boss fights in Megaman X. Huh. He didn't even dash at me. You know, I don't know what's worse. Fighting this guy using his weakness or not. Listen here, you little shit. Nice! Well, I guess it's not 2 for 2, but I guessed which one it's gonna be!
Guess nothing. You switched weapons blindly.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just cycling through to whatever the next weapon that was full was. that time I waited too long or didn't cycle quickly enough. Well, this is going to be an easy fight. Yawn.
This is just sad.
That it is, and this just goes to show you, if you're gonna build a robot, build it with legs, folks. Alright, who's next? This is not your weakness. This is, though. Well, at least I didn't get lit on fire. Hey, that's 2 now!
Stop trying to take credit for blind luck.
I mean, fair enough. You're not wrong there. I'm actually kind of used to dodging this kind of an attack right now, thanks to the recent release of the Megaman Z and ZX Legacy Collection, and the Toad boss in Megaman Z2, which I just completed. It was a very similar attack, though. 2 at once.
Toad Boss, huh? What's its proper name?
I don't know. As much as I liked the individuality that their names offered them in that game, I certainly as hell couldn't pronounce most of them. Fire is not your weakness, even though that would make more sense. In many... Hold on, I want to see if I get a free charge. Yeah, there we go. In many mythologies, vampires are weak to sunlight, garlic, stake through the heart, but amongst this list of vulnerabilities is also... Oh, geez. Fire. Or to quote one Raziel, wounds that immolate on contact. Who haven't I fought yet? I don't remember who Firewheel's weakness. Huh, Burst Man. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have realized that, seeing as when I fought him I just used the Buster. Oh jeez, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, wow! I just burned right through his wall of bubbles there. Unfortunately, his weakness doesn't seem to stop that ability of him to release a burst of... I don't know what those are. Bombs on heavy impact. I keep forgetting that that wall bounces me back. And I end the gauntlet with full health. I'm down to that. Fortunately for me, I remember this boss's, or rather this version of Wily's... blast. Weaknesses. I just had the strangest sense of deja vu that I had said that that last screen we were on looked like a secret area. But I know I didn't get that far the last time I played this.
To be fair, the last time was quite a while ago.
Yeah, it has been a rough time. If I didn't know better, I'd say this game was cursed. Oh wait, this is not the right ability. Oh no. could have filled it up.
Color blindness strikes again.
Yeah, the color blindness certainly doesn't do me any favors. That was a funny looking little hop. Oh god, he crushed his ally! Friendly, friendly, friendly fire. Ow. Crunch. He did it again. Ah, blast. Getting overzealous. Now for the real challenge.
You really think it's going to be that challenging?
I mean, probably not anymore, but it was certainly a challenge the first time I played this. His head gleamed too.
You could probably get a second hit in if you tried.
Yeah, I probably could, but I don't want to risk not having a full charge by the time he... I couldn't tell if that did damage or not. Anyway, by the time he comes back... Oh no! Ah! Blast! Well, I was hoping I'd get through without an energy can, but what the heck. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to dodge that one. Oh, damn. I forgot the weapon cans filled them all. I thought it only filled one.
How would that work? There's no interface to choose what weapon would be filled.
Good point. I wonder. Oh, crap! I was like, huh, I'm gonna finish him my way. Nope. No, I'm not. Wait a minute. He didn't do his ground thunder attack last time. Huh. The game put me back in my neutral colors for the cutscene after all. I mean, close to a cutscene as it is. Okay, I give up. Sorry about all the trouble. I'll go quietly. Isn't that what you always say? Well, when you don't escape. I don't trust you, Wily. I gonna do what I should have done years ago. Ah, defining moment in Mega Man history. When he exceeds his programming. You forget, Mega Man. Robots can't harm humans. You only have 3 fingers. You ain't human, bud. I am more than a robot. Die, Wily. Yeah, the timing on that was awful. But that's because I believe in Japan it was just a lot of dots. Like a long pause. Is this what happens when your self-destruct device fizzles? Oh. Woof woof. Too late, Mega Man. He who hesitates is lost. We shall return. And then it kicks in again. How convenient. And so, at long last, we see the end of Mega Man 7 in our marathon. Honestly, I still have to say, as I did over a year ago when I began this, I don't understand why this game gets so much hate from the Mega Man community. Admittedly, the sprite style change was quite drastic, but I found the larger, more expressive sprites were actually visually quite appealing, and I didn't feel that there was too much of a change to the platforming. Well, I suppose the platforming might have been made slightly easier, but I can't imagine that there's that much to gripe about from that.
Well, difficulty, particularly platforming difficulty, is something a large portion of the Mega Man fandom enjoyed about the series, so a sudden drop in the challenge would understandably disappoint some fans.
Fair enough. The bosses were certainly made easier by the fact that they had long stun animations from their weaknesses that interrupted their attacks.
Which is only made worse by the fact that this, like every Mega Man game with a charge functionality, makes the boss weapon chain a little less critically important, given that the Mega Buster charged up usually does the job just fine. Though art wasn't the only great thing about this game. In fact, it's one of the things that the Mega Man community at large usually does laud the game for, was its musical aesthetic. I've actually seen several people remix some of the newer songs and even songs from other Mega Man series in the Mega Man 7 style. Speaking of style, the difference in between the 16-bit sprites of Mega Man 7 and the 32-bit sprites of Mega Man 8 was, personally, just ugh. Granted, they were higher fidelity, but they just looked kind of sloppy and off. They didn't have that expressive quality that Mega Man 7 had. I definitely enjoyed that Mega Man 7 did finally give Mega Man a proper rival, though, instead of pitting him up against the on-again, off-again friendship rivalry that was Proto Man. Though I suppose Bass was kind of unoriginal in that he was just the dark, edgy, angry Mega Man, right down to having his own robot dog. But I suppose when you've been beaten 6 times by a particular setup, while he can't be blamed too much for simply copying what he's already seen, works fairly well. Right down to stealing the new Super Adapter, which, in my opinion, was a great improvement over the 2 different adapters from Mega Man 6. It's a really interesting system, but unfortunately, with the fact that there were different areas in the same stage that would require different adapters, changing it so frequently just became a hassle. Speaking of things of that nature, I believe Mega Man 7 was the first game to introduce dynamic stage effects that are affected by your special weapons. Granted, it wasn't the first one to have hidden secret side rooms or even alternate paths, but this was the first one where you could totally change how a stage felt by using your special abilities, like the lifts in Junkman's stage, which gives the game excellent replayability. Heck, I've forgotten most of the secret paths. Besides that, if you're more the speedrunning type, you can actually get just about every power-up in the game without ever having to visit the shop, just by using rush shirts in the right areas. Though admittedly, that could use a bit more of a hint as to where to use them. Though I suppose I do have to say, if I thought the game had a few downsides, one of them would definitely be the fact that you can't access all 8 bosses right from the get-go, which, while they repeated in a few other games, fortunately didn't become a serious staple. Though I suppose serious staples would be few and far between, as, after this point, the Mega Man franchise began to branch out in a bunch of different directions, both tonally with the Mega Man X series, and mechanically with Mega Man Legends and the Battle Network series, to say nothing of the action-adventure exploration games that were Mega Man Legends and Mega Man Legends 2, a branch-off that was criminally underappreciated by Capcom themselves, in my opinion.
So we see a comet streak across the sky. An ominous foretelling of things to come, as Mega Man returns home to the ones he loves.
photo, I suppose, to remember things by. A special moment with those special to us. Thank you for playing Capcom 1995. An interesting password. Gee, I wonder what that could ever be for.
Fighter mode.
Yeah, it was certainly an interesting little mode, though I do wish that we could have had some of the other Robot Masters in it, or perhaps at least Proto Man to mix things up a bit instead of just Mega Man and Bass. Speaking of those special to us, I'd like to thank all of you who've stuck with me through this last arduous year of hard times and a massive drought of content. It's been a hard time. I almost gave up. You who have stayed with me are what kept me going through it. So I'd like to thank all of you and say, I'll see you all on the other side. Bye.